Hello and welcome. We are filming. I hope you can hear me. This is Sacrediris. I welcome you to our Nostradamus series. This is going to be our first astrological report. I am also an astrologer and numerologist apart from a reader, and I am going to make this a series in our channel as well. So in every beginning of the month, I'm going to be giving you the astrological report for the month, and also I'm going to be doing special reports when there are special astrological alignments and events. For example, retrogrades, transitions, eclipses, and so on. So that being said, grab a coffee, a tea, and sit with me. I'm going to go through Aries to Pisces. You absolutely don't get to the timestamps and click on your zodiac sign. You need to listen to me first so you can understand. I'm going to give general information about this intense blood moon, full lunar eclipse in Pisces that is fast approaching towards us. And it's extremely intense, very rare, and very powerful. And it's one of the most karmic fated events of the year. And it's going to influence us even after it ends. So it's not going to be over just in 2 days or whenever you're watching this video. The effect is still going to continue even after that, because we are heading also to the solar eclipse right after that on September 21st, right on the equinox on Virgo again. So grab a coffee, grab a tea, sit here with me. I am also going to give insights on medical astrology. That is my specialty. Do excuse my stress. It's because I speak in English. It's not my native language, and I'm going to do the report in English. So I know you're very supportive, loving, and understanding, and I very much appreciate that. So I'm going to give, I don't see anyone else doing it, so I am going to give medical astrology insights for each astrological sign as well. So you must not miss it. So sit and listen to me, and then you can check your other placements that I will explain, and then you can go in the timestamps to check this out. So my fellow viewer, first of all, give me 2 seconds to welcome everyone. So I welcome everybody, whoever you are, wherever you are watching from. This channel is open to everyone all over the world, all spiritual backgrounds, cultures, and traditions. And I'm going to be honoring all traditions in rituals or remedies that I'm going to be posting as well in this channel, apart from your regular readings that I know you love. So I welcome also my Western viewers and my Eastern viewers. I know I have a lot of Indian friends who are watching. I'm going to give some insights on Vedic astrology. So all systems of astrology are valid. Okay, they do not contradict each other. So absolutely, you also need to hear what I have to say. It is the same message. This physical realm is ruled by the same planets. No matter what you call them, no matter what system we are analyzing, and the effect is the same. It's just the names that are changing. So the light is the same. Even if we use different lamps or different candles, the light is the same. So the effects are going to be the same. I am going to give some insights, not pronounced perfectly in Sanskrit, but if you want a separate video on that, I would love to do that. So do let me know. So that being said, after welcoming everybody, let's start to discuss about this. So first of all, I don't know when you're going to watch the video, even if you watch it after the blood moon, after the full moon, it's still going to be in effect, okay, especially until we hit the next new moon. But still, it's going to have its lingering effects even there. So absolutely. So first of all, this portal opened in, these are my handwritten notes that look like medical notes, so that I can have my thoughts in track for what I want to say about all the information that I want to share. I've been preparing this video for hours. All right, you guys, hope you enjoy it. So do tell me in the comments below after. I love reading your comments. So this portal opened on August. It is not taking effect now. This portal opened on August 23rd with the new moon, black moon, which was a very rare event. It happens only every few years. So in Virgo. So already we're starting with that in Virgo. We are heading now to the blood moon full lunar eclipse in Pisces, which is right across Virgo in the mutable cross, okay, astrologically. So you imagine the tension. And then we are heading to the solar eclipse after that in the equinox day, precisely on Virgo again, which is insane. So we are going to go from Virgo to Pisces to Virgo. So it's an extremely big hit for people who are, first of all, Pisces, Virgo, Sagittarius, or Geminis. Poor gems, we cannot get a lucky break, can we? I'm just saying I'm a Gemini myself. So on the mutable cross, they're going to be very much affected one way or another on some level, especially, of course, Virgo and Pisces. And this is a huge portal from August 23rd to the equinox and the solar eclipse with intense power. So let's start and say, first of all, this blood moon eclipse. So we start with Virgo, which rules purification. We head to the cleansing with the Pisces, and we conclude with Virgo again. I'm going to explain towards the end. So Pisces, this full lunar eclipse, yes, did I say it correctly? Yes, full lunar eclipse, full moon eclipse is going to take place in Pisces, and Pisces is the ruler of water. Okay, of course, is the ruler of oceans, of fluids inside the body, therefore, of water inside our body, therefore, and of the subconscious and the collective unconscious, and the subconscious mind as well. So, as you understand, this eclipse, therefore, it steers the waters of the earth, it steers the waters of our body. So first of all, when we have a lunar eclipse, it steers up the tides either way. But on Pisces, imagine how much this intensifies, since Pisces is the ruler of water. So this can steer up the water balance inside our body and also on the body of Earth. So we are an extension of Earth's body. Also, so we can experience to have floods, quite literal floods. I'm going to explain what we can explain globally. Globally, we can expect from floods. We can expect from disturbances in oceans, in rivers, heavy rains, storms, changes in the tide, anything that has to do with water. Also, a lot of people, for example, it could have another interpretation. You could have problems with your, how do we call that, plumbery in your house. You could literally start having water feutage. So how do we say this in English? Water leakage, leaking water in your apartment from the drain, from the sink, from the bathroom, okay, problems with water. So for me, it has already started. I have noticed this. So you could notice, for example, plumbery issues. It could be emotional floods, so overwhelming emotions. This is why I've been channeling a lot of confessions. I don't know who are the people who are going to get them. Some are going to get them. So a lot of overwhelming emotions. Some people are not going to be able to handle them, and sudden bursts of taking them out. It can also be, of course, dreams, since Pisces governs the dreams and alongside with the lunar eclipse. So we can have a lot of people can experience intensified dreams, stressed sleep, like not sleeping well, having vivid dreams that are disturbing. I found the word disturbing, vivid dreams, also prophetic dreams. Some of you might have dreams that you see that are going to come to pass one way or another. Also, it can be hidden truths that can suddenly surface. So for a lot of people, you might find out things that you didn't know of. For it can be a lover, it can be friends, it can be anything that is hidden, coming to light, and deceptions coming to light. So secrets exposed. So globally, so first of all, what can we expect politically and globally? So eclipses, I'm going to need my bottle of water. So eclipses in general have to do with endings, okay? So and revelations. So it's not a good moment right now for manifestation, and this is why I'm not making any love rituals, spells, subliminals, whatever you want to call them, remedies right now, because I'm not going to go against the astrological principles. It's not the good moment to create something like that. I wanted to break generational curses, reverse destiny swap. I am going to post these videos once I get the seal correctly, which I haven't been able to do this for the video. We're not the Marvel Studios, but the seal has to be correct. So anyway, what I wanted to say is this is not the moment. This is the moment for introspection. This is the moment for you to meditate. This is the moment for you to relax, go for a walk outside, close to the nature. This is not a moment for new beginnings and new endeavors and projects right now. So I'm talking astrologically at least. There is also collective grief. Okay, so with this, it can bring the emotions that, so for example, a lot of people might notice that you are feeling, as I said, overwhelmed with emotions, but intensified grief. Maybe you are crying a lot. Water. Tears are water. So a lot of people, especially the ones that they are on the mutable cross and you are directly affected, you are going to feel this intense, you might be crying a lot, not being able to control your tears. So you need to allow these waters to flush out the sadness. Okay, if there is intense sadness that is coming up, and let this water, let the tears drain that away. So a lot of people might experience this. I already had a few comments of people who were in this state. So it might affect a lot of you. Now, let's get generally, I talked about that. So we can expect, as I said, we can expect to hear from floods, from disturbances in oceans, in rivers, in waters. We can expect storms, sudden rains, tides. Now I'm talking about globally here. I'm not just talking about wherever you are. We're not even in the same country, you and I. And we can expect politically, globally, sudden scandals, hidden truths that they're coming to light. Scandals, either economical scandals, maybe in your country, politician, or scandals in general, global scandals from people who are known in the world, like celebrities. Okay, so it would not come as a surprise because of that. So overwhelming emotions, exactly. So spiritually talking, this is a moment of prophetic and vivid dreams. The veil is very thin right now. Pisces, ruled by Poseidon, is Neptune, is the planet that rules the subconscious mind. Okay, so you can be getting revelations, you can be getting ancestral messages, intense intuitive messages from your intuition. You must not disregard your intuition at this moment in time. Your intuition is screaming at you, especially the most that you are affected from the cross. By the way, even if you are not Pisces, Virgo, Sagittarius, or a Gemini, I am talking about generalized messages. I do not have your astrological chart in front of me to give you a very precise analysis. So if you have planets in these signs, of course you're going to be affected, and even other signs are going to be affected anyway, especially if you have rising or moon. You understand, absolutely. So, or even Aries, but especially rising and moon. So, but generally it can affect other zodiac signs as well a lot. We're going to get to that right after. Where I'm going to tell you Aries to Pisces, stay here with me, don't go anywhere. And I'm going to tell you the medical issues also that could bring. So you can be getting a lot of messages intuitively. Maybe you're sensing things. Maybe, I don't know, maybe you're sensing that somebody is lying to you. Maybe you're sensing that somebody is deceiving you, that somebody is cheating on you. Maybe you are sensing hidden truths Your intuition is talking to you. It doesn't have to be just for love. Maybe you are sensing things about your job, about your colleagues. Maybe your intuition is telling you not to sign a contract. You know better. So, and it's a moment for karmic release right now. So right now, it's the moment to remove obstacles and blockages and to cut the cord with whatever needs to stay in the past and needs to be flushed out so that we can start anew right after. All right, so my bottle is too far away. You're going to excuse me at some point. I'm going to get up to get my water. Can you excuse me 2 seconds? So, all right, just to drink some water. So I'm right here. You get your water as well. And stay with me. So I'm going to say a few things for Vedic astrology, just 2 lines for my Indian friends. Now, I would need to make a separate video on that, but generally, it's exactly the same. It's the same effects that we are going to have. The planets are the same. It's just the names of the zodiac signs that are changing and other specifications for stars, etc., and constellations. But I'm just going to say 2-3 lines here. And if I don't know, if you want a specific Vedic astrology video and how to appease negative aspects in your astrological site, chart, I'm going to be making astro remedies anyway. You tell me. So in Vedic astrology and in bad Sanskrit pronunciation, okay, so I'm not Sanskrit, I'm Greek, so do not have a problem with that. So this eclipse is ruled by Jupiter. First of all, this eclipse is ruled by Jupiter. It falls into the specific star that is called in your language Purva Bhadrapada Nakshatra. So I'm not pronouncing, I'm so sorry for killing it. You understand. So, and this star, this star constellation, it brings sudden awakenings and radical changes and karmic releases. So it's exactly the same with the Western astrology. No matter what system I analyze, it's going to be the same. So this moment, my friends, it's not a moment it's inauspicious for new beginnings. This is not the moment for you to start new beginnings. This is the moment for you to meditate. This is the moment for you to clear karma. Excellent mantra right now is Shiva, of course, to cleanse and purify, Om Namah Shivaya. So it's the best one to clear, to release for moksha, for spiritual dissolution right now. So, all right, I'm not going to get into the Vedic, but stay here, my Indian friends, anyway, because the analysis is the same in general. I'm going to get into the medical now. So we're going to talk generally, Aries to Pisces, generally what happens in your chart, and also medically for each sign as well. So for medical speaking, so since this lunar eclipse, so whenever we have a lunar eclipse, of course, it's affecting the menses of the ladies. Either way, apart from the tides, I'm not talking about that. It can affect the menses of the ladies, the cycle, the menstrual cycle. But now this eclipse is going to be in Pisces. And since Pisces is the ruler of water, and in medical astrology, it is the ruler of the immune system and the lymphatic system. So it rules, Pisces rules the feet, the lymphatic system, the immune system, and the water balance into our body. And also for some Pisceans, because in practice, I have seen skin conditions, particular skin conditions. It doesn't govern all skin conditions, Pisces, but Pisces can develop. I don't know how to call it. I know how to call it in Greek, of course, but I don't know the terminology in English. So there is a particular skin condition where the skin looks like fish skin, literally. So I have literally seen that. So so this is an extreme case, like a true Pisces there. We got a true fish. So it rules the immune system, the lymphatic system, and the water balance. So of course, this can steer up, depending on where you have Pisces in your natal chart, which I cannot know here. I'm going to give general insights. It can really steer up and cause imbalances into your body. Now, because the full lunar eclipse is happening in the axis of Virgo and Pisces. So we understand that we are going to have a conjunction. So we have Virgo, whatever, so the medical issues that are connected to Virgo, the medical issues that are connected to Pisces, and to the moon, since we have a full lunar eclipse and it's full moon. So, okay, so all three combinations together. So Virgo is the rules the digestive system. So anything that has to do with the intestines, the digestion, the stomach. So we have digestion, digestive system, and fluids. So any combination of this, you can imagine what it could bring. For digestive system and fluids, it could bring, for example, for some people, sudden vomiting sense, feeling nauseous, feeling that they want to vomit, or diarrhea. It is a conjunction with the digestive system and the fluid system. I don't know who is going to be interested to hear this. It is definitely my passion and my expertise. So I'm trying to make it very simple and general in the video. I do hope someone watches the video. Who knows? Let's see. I am going to make it. Alrighty. So it can also bring, of course, because Pisces rules the subconscious and the unconscious mind, it can bring sleep irregularities. Very intense dreams, nightmares, okay, sleep irregularities, and changes in the menses of ladies, of women. Maybe menses coming earlier, maybe menses coming later, maybe there's going to be a bigger flow, a heavier flow. Okay, so changes in your regular cycle, and also intense sleepiness. It can be exhaustion as well. This is generally, I haven't gotten into the specifically for each zodiac sign. So in general, eclipses, what do? They destabilize the fluids into our body, since they are ruled by the moon and of the circulation. So in this particular case, with the axis of Virgo and Pisces, digestion and fluids, and with the moon, we can expect water retention, we can expect digestive flare-ups, as I said, not being nauseous, feeling that we can't digest, we want to vomit, diarrhea, etc., and emotional exhaustion. Okay, so now we're going to head from Aries to Taurus. So now listen to me here. Listen to your zodiac sign. You absolutely, because this is not your personalized chart. This is not exactly the same like when we do all signs with tarot, all right? Where I tell you to check your rising moon and Venus, and I don't know if you're doing it, I don't know if you're not. But here, you must do it. So, okay, this is not a recommendation. This is, you must do it because you need to get more information. I do not have your astrological chart, so I'm going to giving general insights for the general houses of each sign, which is not your personalized houses in your natal chart. So what does that mean? I'm going to explain. So we are starting. So listen to your sun sign, and then absolutely you need to check your rising and your moon. We are in a full lunar eclipse after all. So these three, you don't need to check the Venus. So check rising and your moon. So that being said, we are starting with Aries, and now you will understand what I mean. You can listen to every zodiac sign. I'm going to pass through them quickly either way, so it's not going to be 20 minutes for each astrological sign. It's going to be 2 minutes for each sign. So you can listen to all of them either way. If you are cross-watching for people that you love, your partner, your children, your siblings, so you can listen for them too, whoever you're interested in. So Aries, Pisces, okay, the full lunar eclipse in Pisces, it falls into your 12th house, which is the general house for Aries, but it's not your, so my Aries listening, it's not your personalized. Your first house in your natal chart is your rising, where you have your rising. From there on, this is your first house, and you move along across the astrological chart, okay? So your rising is your first house, but here I don't have your personal chart. We cannot talk in detail. So for Aries in general, this full lunar eclipse in Pisces, I do hope my microphone is working. God, oh, we'll see. I hope the audio is working. So this eclipse is going to take place into your 12th house, okay, the house of Pisces. So the 12th house rules the subconscious, endings, hidden enemies, hidden truths that are coming to light, and overwhelming emotions. So first of all, maybe you already have started having vivid dreams, disturbing dreams, vivid dreams. Maybe you are going to learn, or you have already learned, maybe secrets, maybe things that you didn't know. It's like the moon card. Actually, I have drawn a card for you. So I drew the moon card either way, I have noted. So it's exactly the moon card in tarot. Okay, so there is confusion, there are misunderstandings, there is overwhelming emotions. You're not seeing things clearly. Right now, you are in your feelings in not a good way, in an overwhelming way. There are things that you do not know. There are hidden factors in whatever it is that you are dealing with. I don't know if it's love, business, whatever that is. You need to be very careful right now. For example, in business, don't sign things right now without being 100% clear on what you're signing and what the little letters in your contracts are saying. Okay, there are hidden things that you might not know, so you need to be in absolute clarity about what it is that you're doing in whatever domain you're in. In love matters, excuse me, maybe you could find out things that you have been suspecting intuitively. Excuse me, I'm saying the truth. Oh my God, excuse me. So I don't know how to edit the video, so I can hear you already telling me bless you, so I'm going to say thank you. And I'm saying the truth. In Greek, we say when someone sneezes, when they're trying to say something, that is the truth that they've been trying to say. So I'm guessing that this is happening to some Aries out there, what I'm trying to say here. So maybe you have been intuitively suspecting something, maybe in your love life, it could be in your work life, it can be anywhere. So you need to listen to your intuition. Maybe you can have a dream revelation. Maybe you can see something in your dreams. Okay. So let's talk about medical astrology. So Pisces, because Pisces is in your 12th house, its house naturally. So you can expect, it might happen because this is not your natal chart. Okay, so immune weakness, you might feel more fatigued, you might feel lymphatic drainage issues, maybe you can have water retention, swollen ankles, for example, feet swelling, you might feel exhausted, disturbed sleep. And because Aries naturally rules medically the head, so you might have, with the water from the Pisces, you might have headaches, you might have sudden heat of migraines, head pressure, eye pressure. How can you understand if you have eye pressure, you feel pain in your eyes? Okay. Anyway, I'm not going to get into the medicine here, but okay, you might feel these disturbances into your body linked to that. Your immune system might be a little bit compromised as well, swellings. So you might have this, some of that. Let me know if that applies to you. It also, of course, it depends on what the other placements are in your chart and where exactly it falls into your natal chart that I cannot know. I'm giving general insights. And the card that came out for you on tarot, it was indeed the moon, which is exactly the card that is associated with this full lunar eclipse anyway. So it absolutely is affecting you on a general level, even if you're not on the mutable axis. So this is what I have for my Aries. Check your rising and your moon, of course. So I'm going to talk about my Taurus right now. So should I be noting what time? So Taurus is right now. Okay. So my Taurus it's falling, this full lunar eclipse in Pisces is falling into your 11th house. So the 11th house astrologically rules, is the house of Aquarius, rules friends, it rules networks, technology, and communication, especially social media communication. So, for example, what could happen to you? You could have some revelations about toxic friendships. You could have some social status, social shifts. You could have, for example, problems with technology. Maybe you can have a problem, you might have a problem with your computer, with your phone, something, your television, I don't know, something with technology not working well, or some sort of problem there, some sort of problem of social media. Gotta hope not. So that you, I don't know what that could be really. Not being able to, it could be anything to connect to your page. I do not know. Something, if you're using social media, it could be issues with your friends. So maybe a sudden misunderstanding, a burst of, misunderstanding with problem with a friend, or in your social network of friends and acquaintances, okay, or revelations, finding something out about friends. So this is what it governs. Medically, in the 11th house medically affects the circulation, the legs, okay, literally your legs, and your varicose veins. So maybe you might feel tension on your legs, cramps. So maybe you have cramps. And naturally, Taurus governs the neck and the vocal cords, the throat. So you might, for example, be having in angine. How do we say angine in English? So problems with your throat, like, your voice is not, your throat is scratching you. You understand what I'm trying to say? Your voice is not very clear, or some problems with your throat. So this is what it governs naturally in conjunction with Pisces. So this is about you, my Taurus. Let me know how this applies to you. Do check, as I said, your rising and your moon, because I do not have your personal... Oh, the tarot card. I had pulled the tarot card for you too, of course. Your tarot card, I didn't know you do your tarot card. Oh, my Lord, my Taurus, I forgot to note your tarot card. I had pulled it. Anyway, so this is the problem from you. So you need to be careful for your friendships. Actually, I had put a card. Yes, I remember, of course, because it was associated with toxic friendships. And I think it was the Three of Pentacles reversed that had come out. So yes, that was that. So you need to be, maybe some of you, I don't know, third people might be talking behind your back. Maybe you're going to hear from someone something, depending on other people socially, that you are socially connected with on one way or one level or another. I don't want to say negative things, but maybe, of course, it could be other things that I'm not saying. Maybe it could be even to a level of where you could have a friend who is a frenemy and could be slandering you behind your back, and you do not even know that, and you might be suspecting it now intuitively, or you might find out something about that or suspect it, okay, to be more precise. I'm not giving precisions. I could. If you want me for the next video to give more precisions, I'd be glad to. Okay, so this is for you, my Taurus. So be very careful about that and listen to your intuition. So do check, listen, and do check. It's 2 minutes per zodiac sign anyway, you guys. You can just listen it in one go. Listen to your rising and your moon. And for your family and friends as well, because you live together with other people, quite possibly, maybe not. So you can see how it's going to affect them as well if you are living with other people. So for my fellow Geminis right now, okay, let me know then what time it is. Fellow Gems. All right, my fellow Geminis. Hello, my fellow Geminis. So, Geminis, go listen to the introduction up until this moment. If you haven't, it's important. So my Geminis, I've been saying general things for the eclipse that you need to hear them, and they include you as well. So it explains what I'm going to say now. So you're absolutely, I'm a Gemini too, we are absolutely affected because the full lunar eclipse is going to be in Pisces, and we are in the mutable cross. So we got Pisces, Virgo, Gemini, and Sagittarius. So these 4 signs are directly hit, well, especially, of course, in the axis of Pisces and Virgo, but we are on the same cross, so we're going to be affected as well. Generally speaking, it falls on the 10th house for Geminis generally. And the 10th house generally, traditionally governs career, public image, business, career, and public image. It's a house of Capricorn. So what could happen for us there? It could have things that that are related to that. It could be sudden sudden career changes. It could be sudden recognition that we are not expecting, authority shifts, and remember that we have Uranus that has entered our sign in July, and Uranus, it can literally, well, it depends. It can be like a combination of the Tower and the Star card. Lord, I hope that it's a Star card. So it means unexpected changes. This is what I'm trying to say. And I don't know what. It can be good, it can be bad. So hopefully good. So unexpected changes depending on the transits in our astrological natal chart. So with this conjunction as well, it could bring, and we are also in Saturn retrograde. I am not going to be analyzing this because I don't want the video to take forever, but when I'm going to do the solar eclipse video, I can give more insights there if you love the series. That's why it's important, you guys, to like the video so that the algorithm can push it, because our channel is new and our soul family can find us. It's very important. You have this magic power. Use it. Claim this beautiful message. Okay, so my Geminis, when it comes to medical issues here, so because Pisces falls in general in our 10th house, I'm not talking about specifically personalized, it governs in the 10th house medically the knees. Okay, it's ruled by Capricorn. It governs the knees, the bone structure, the musculoskeletal system, and our postures. So you might feel like I'm feeling already. Maybe you feel a pain in your back from bad posture. You need to be careful of your posture. Maybe your knees are going to feel more pressure. And because Pisces also has to do with water, so maybe it could be fluid in the knees. Okay, inflammation. Long story short, inflammation in the knees, knee inflammation, or these aspects of issues. And also because Geminis rule the respiratory system, so we always, if you're a Gemini, so I have a huge sensitivity, lungs, whatever is lungs and yes, lungs and bronchs. Definitely I have a problem there. So our sign rules arms, shoulders, and lungs. And of course, the breathing issues. So usually it can be very easy for us, especially when we get upset or stressed or anxious. This is where it hits us. So with Pisces, in these 3 combinations here, Pisces in the 10th house, not in your personalized chart, because that would be extremely specific for you. I wish I knew. This is if I ever give you a personal analysis, okay? Which I rarely accept for medical issues, but let's say. So I could accept. So because Pisces rules the 10th house, and as I said, generally for Geminis, we can have knee inflammations, problem with knees, the bone, the posture, etc. We can also have water issues in our lungs. So this means we can suddenly feel that we have a bronchitis, or even accelerated on that, a bronchitis, tendinitis. It can be breathing issues, breathing tension, coughing, even coughing with phlegm because it's fluid, okay, from Pisces. So for some of you out there, it might happen. And the tower, the tower, yes, the card that came out for us was the tower. So unfortunately, I don't like that card. I don't know if you know that already, but we don't seem to be able to get a lucky break. So it doesn't mean that something bad is going to happen to us, but we need to be careful for accidents. Okay, in this moment. And also it could mean, because the full lunar eclipse is going to be in Pisces, be careful with accidents that have to do with water, plumbing issues, sudden flood, leakage, flooding, something that has to do with that. Be careful when you take a bath and when you shower, not to, how do we say, not to slide. How do we say that? So you understand what I wanted to say. So any combination of accidents and water, so you need to be careful there. Or it can be sudden water leakage. I don't know. It could happen. I've heard that from someone. So, or it can be medical, sudden having a sudden bronchitis, a sudden upper respiratory issues. It can be sinusitis. Of course, it's inflammation. Okay, it's liquid, so it can be a sudden sinusitis. It can be a sudden upper or lower respiratory issue there for us. And something sudden and unexpected shift with the tower. So this is what I have for you, my fellow Geminis. Of course, this is a general message. I do not have your personalized chart to see exactly in what house this falls. You understand this, I know, and I hope. So do check your rising and your moon for more messages. And we are going to head to Cancer right now. So let me drink some water. I've been talking a lot. Okay, if you're still here, you're a hero, and you are very much appreciated above everyone. So I have to say, the people who are here at 42 minutes listening to me talking about astrological report, you are the VIPs. So I have to say, you need to tell me in the comments, and I'm going to keep this as our Nostradamus series, because I have been writing astrologically insights on my community post, and no one's seeing it because we're new and the algorithm is not showing it to you, and it really is getting on my nerves. So you guys do check the community post. It's going to be our cosmic newspaper. I'm posting motivational, spiritual insights. So you might have a daily message that it's going to inspire you. So astrological insights, etc. Anyway, let's head to Cancer, because I know that you want to hear that. So for my Cancers, listen, this full moon is, generally speaking, is affecting for Cancers generally the 9th house. That is ruled by Sagittarius. So it affects beliefs. It affects higher learning, higher education for the people, for the ones that you are in education, and also travel, and especially international travel. Now, I am going to say a specification right here that might not, so what can that bring? It could bring travel, an unexpected travel. It could bring travel changes. Maybe a travel that you have planned might not take place. Maybe there might be some confusion or misunderstandings or delays or some issue with that. Maybe you have applied for an international visa or papers or something, and there is going to be some delays, some issues, some problems, some, I don't know, hidden factors. If it's administration, that is going to maybe delay that. Maybe there can be shakeups in higher education if you are a student. Okay. Maybe there can be a clash of beliefs if you're watching from maybe India, where I know, religions are important for marriage between different people. So who knows? So it can be, I can interpret it in many different ways. So for each one of you, it can bring different things. Now, this is a general message. Now, I want to say something, my Cancer. And don't take this personally, don't be offended or anything to that. But some of you need to be careful not to overdrink, okay? I'm just going to say it real quick. I'm on camera. I'm just saying a few things that I can say in public. I'm not saying everything. So because the ninth house in the negative form ruled by Sagittarius can be alcohol. So, of course, the Pisceans ones, I'm not in Pisces yet, they are the ones that need to have substances under control. But the ninth house in a negative, in a heat sense, htypimeno, as we say in Greek astrology, in Greek, it's alcohol. Okay, so well, I don't suppose that there is an issue like that, but you need to be careful. Maybe if you're feeling overwhelmed emotions because you are ruled by moon either way, and now we're having a full a full lunar eclipse. So there are going to be intense emotions for you coming to the surface. Intense emotions. Your intuition is screaming. You could be having extremely vivid dreams and insights. So, but apart from that, you are going to be emotionally extremely affected. So, all right, so keep that under control if that is a problem. So, I'm saying this for someone out there in the world. Now, medically speaking, because Pisces is going to, the full lunar eclipse is going to take place in general for Cancers in the ninth house. Ninth house rules the hips, the liver, sciatica. Okay, so you could have sudden problem in there. For example, liver issues, maybe pain in your back on the liver level, maybe not digesting fats properly. So you are advised not to be eating a lot of fatty food in this moment because it's not going to be easily digestible for you. Maybe can be differences with the blood. So, for example, for ladies in Chinese medicine, especially with the liver that governs the blood circulation and changes in the fluid, it could be changes in steroid. So, for example, there can be bigger fluid or lesser fluid in the, for example, for menses. Okay, liver also controls other factors. It controls anger. So you might feel overwhelmed emotions and also maybe overwhelmed anger. In Chinese medicine, it governs anger. Anyway, so it's going to take forever for us if I analyze it extremely deeply, but I'm just giving some insights here. And liver also governs the musculoskeletal system in but it's my passion, so I'm enjoying it, even if no one is going to watch it. Maybe I'm going to be the only one speaking on camera. So, but anyway, I'm going to keep on going on. So the musculoskeletal system, all right? So, but Cancer, naturally, the zodiac sign of Cancer governs the chest, all right? The chest, the breasts for the ladies. So there might be breast tenderness. You might feel some pressure on the chest. All right, there might be fluid retention in that area as well. And the card that came out for you on tarot, my Cancer, was the Hierophant, which pretty much is very much appropriate. Is the Hierophant because it's appropriate because it's falling within your ninth house, the full lunar eclipse right now. The blood moon is hitting the ninth house, not your ninth house in your natal chart, in generally speaking for Cancers. Okay, so some things that have to do with religion, with other factors. Are you dealing with someone from another culture? So in love life, it could be really a very big analysis that I could make here. I'm just trying to make it a little shorter. So I thank you very much for watching. I can make longer series if you guys want. In the next month, I can make a bigger analysis for everyone. I have received a message, excuse me. All right, I'm going to say it after. So we are heading to Leo. Let me drink 2 sips of water and okay, listen, my Taurus, you need to check your rising and your moon as well. What did I say? My Taurus? My Cancer. Is there a Taurus that has me on their mind? I know no one Taurus who is Taurus in real life. Maybe a Taurus is thinking about you, my Cancer. Maybe a Taurus is thinking about you. Is that the case? So Let's head to Leo. So we are heading to Leo, which is going to be 4940. Okay, Leo, I'm not going to say hello, my Leo, because I want to think that you are listening to me and you have been watching the video up until Aries, at least in the beginning, because I'm saying global things about this blood moon, how this is going to affect us. It's going to affect us even after it takes effect, and general insights that I'm sure you're going to be interested into watching that lead to this moment right now to your sign. So my Leo, for you, not for your personal natal chart, because I don't have it, obviously. So these are general insights. So for Leo in general, the zodiac sign of Leo, this lunar eclipse, this blood moon in Pisces, is hitting in general for Leos the 8th house, which is ruled by Scorpio. Okay, so what is it? What does this house has to do? This house has to do with secrets. Of course, Scorpio. It has to do with secrets. It has to do with shared, with intimacy, sexual intimacy, physical intimacy. It has to do with shared resources. Okay, and so, and endings also. So what could it mean? Okay, what could it mean? It could mean, for example, karmic love cycle endings. It could mean financial revelations spared, especially if it's shared resources. And it could mean also sexual tension. So, what have I written here? I don't even reckon this is the medical words. I have no idea. All right, so it's my letter. So it's my notes anyway. Sexual tension. So I wanted to say, maybe I will explain with the medical right after. I don't think I'm allowed on camera to say exactly what I would say. So to be careful, be protected. Be protected in this moment when you are having physical bondings. I'm going to go up as far as I can on camera. So for medical issues, the 8th house, so that is governed by Scorpio, it governs the reproductive system. It governs hormonal imbalances as well. So especially the reproductive systems and the reproductive system and the genitals. In Greek, είναι το ουροπιογεννητικό σύστημα. In case I ever have a Greek person watching my channel. So it governs the reproductive system and the genitals. So you understand. And naturally, Leo is governing, so your zodiac sign is governing the heart, και το κυκλοφοριακό σύστημα, and the circulatory system. So the circulation and the heart. So fluid and the heart, it could be many things. Maybe it could be pressure. You need to be careful, for the reproductive system and the organs. It has to do also with the bladder. It also governs the bladder. It's in the 8th house. So maybe there could be issues with the bladder, that it's fluid anyway. So maybe you going more frequently for bladder issues into the toilet, some issues with that you need to be careful of. And yes, I can't say more because it's sensitive for the matter. I could give you more details, but you get my point. Anything associated to that, be careful right now. Okay, and be careful right now because in general it hits the 8th house. Generally, be careful with whomever you're dealing with, that you are protected and that you are safe, okay, in your exchanges, in intimacy. The card associated in tarot is the Death card. Of course, it's transitions. Something is ending. There is going to be a transformation. There is going to be a change, a transformation. In something that you're dealing and a new beginning there, that is something that is going to transform. That is what I have for you, my Leo. You need to check your rising. Now, these are short insights, okay? The message is in the beginning that is important. You need to check your rising and your moon. I can give bigger analysis if you want for the next time. It's the first Nostradamus series. I love calling it like that. So for my Virgos now, oh my Virgos, so you are being hit with in a very big magnitude here, because this whole thing started in your zodiac sign on August 23rd. So maybe you are already feeling a lot of, it's already affecting you a lot, because the new moon, the black moon, which is also very rare, it took place into your zodiac sign. And also, now we are having the full lunar eclipse in Pisces, which is in the axis right across you, in the mutable cross. And then we are heading to a solar eclipse in your zodiac sign on the equinox. It's crazy. So you must be completely losing it right now. So I don't know if you are going through, you must be going through an intense emotional period right now. It must be very intense for some Virgos out there. So this, I don't have your personal chart, so I don't know where it falls exactly in your natal chart. But generally speaking, for Virgos, this eclipse falls, illuminates the seventh house generally for Virgos. So the seventh house generally for Virgos has to do with partnerships. It's the house of marriage. You don't need to be married, but it rules partnerships, relationships, okay? So lunar eclipses are not moments for, sorry, there, I think I'm disturbing someone. Anyway, so these are not moments for brand new beginnings. I'm waiting for the neighbors to leave. Okay, these are not moments for brand new beginnings here. These are moments, well, there might be some endings right now, some transformations, really, not endings in a sense where things that need to be released. This is the moment for things to be released, that need to be released right now. Okay, that no longer serve us, relationships that no longer serve us. Karmic toxic relationships and cords that no longer serve us. This is a moment for karmic balancing in relationships as well. Now, when it comes with medical, it falls into your, generally it illuminates the seventh house. The seventh house, the house of Libra, traditionally has to do with the kidneys and fluid balance. So, could be something there, okay? And Virgo naturally governs the digestive system, the intestines. A lot of Virgos have intestinal colics, digestion issues either way. So all the Virgos that I know have that. So I don't know about you watching. So, you know, Pisces illuminating there, it can be a combination of kidneys, can be a combination of fluid balance. You could have, especially because it's ruled by your zodiac sign, gut, intestine, and digestive stomach issues. Maybe you're not tolerating food very well right now, vomitings, diarrheas, problems with the water. So it could be things like this, okay? So it could bring that to you. The tarot card that came out for you was the Justice card. So I don't know, Virgo. So Justice card can have to do with legal issues. I don't know if there's a Virgo out there dealing with legal issues out there that might affect you. And in combination with the seventh house, I don't know if probably there can be Virgos that, because I don't see your personalized chart, right? That could have issues like divorces, separations, filing papers. Others are getting married, signing papers. They need to be careful because they're not being signed in correct moment astrologically. Okay, or it could also bring justice. Can also bring balance. So justice can bring an apology. Justice can bring where you were wronged. In a relationship, so maybe somebody in a personal level, in a personal relationship who wronged you, and justice could indicate that it's the moment for that to be restored. So this is what happened, what I do see here. I don't have your personal chart. Obviously, I'm just giving a few insights quickly. I didn't intend it to be, I just drew some notes. This is my handwriting, and I intended it to be short, less than 2 hours. We're already in 1 hour. while the babies were sleeping. So we'll see. If you are enjoying the series, I'll be making longer. I'll be making them longer, giving more information in the beginning of each month for exactly how it can affect each zodiac sign, and more details for each sign, if you like that. So let's head to Libra. So Libra, this is 1 hour exactly. So, all right, my Libra, I'm going to go ahead and assume that you were watching up until Aries. I hope so. Where I give general insights about this full lunar eclipse that is approaching, and it's going to affect us even after it's gone, because there it's going to be the energy in combination with the solar eclipse, and it's going to last at least until the next new moon phase, and even after. So it's not going to just end, right? It's, oh, you know, the full moon was yesterday, now we're not affected anymore. Oh, no. Oh, that's not what's going to happen. So this is still going to be in effect. So my Libra, it falls generally, not in your particular natal chart. Generally, this full lunar eclipse in Pisces falls into, for Libras, into their 6th house, which is the house governed by Virgo. So it deals with health. It has to do with health. It has to do with work. It has to do with daily routines. So it could be sudden revelations about health matters. Maybe you're getting responses or news or answers, medical answers that you're expecting. Maybe it can be a decision to change your health habits. Maybe it can be sudden work changes or changes in your work placement, place. So it has to do with something like that. And when it comes to medically speaking, the 6th house governs whatever Virgo governs, which governs, just like I said before. So you are reversed with Virgo that I said previously. It's exactly reverse. Virgo governs the digestive system, stomach, digestion, guts. So every imbalance there, as well as with your Libra that governs the kidneys. So it could be combined issues or something that might be affected for you in these matters. It doesn't mean that it's going to be a serious disease, but it means that you might experience discomfort or medical disturbances, issues that are linked to that. Okay. Now, the tarot card for you is the Hermit. Reversed is the Hermit. So the Hermit, it means that it's a time for you right now for introspection. If you are dealing with things that are legal business, you need to seek expertise, expert advice in things that matter for you. It could be an older person that could come to your aid and help you and give you valuable insights if you discuss with someone who's older than you as well. So it's a time for introspection and for you to think about what do you really want from your life, what do you really want from your relationship in general, but especially since in general it hits your health. Maybe you're going to be thinking a lot about making changes in these domains, your health, in your daily routine, in your eating habits, maybe something about work. Of course, it's different if I had your natal chart because it falls in a different house in your personalized chart. This is in general for Libras, okay? So do check, and also kidneys and lower back. For some of you, maybe you are going to suddenly feel pressure or pain on your lower back. Okay, so this is what I have for you, my Libra. Do listen to your rising and your moon. So now we are going to head to Scorpio. So my Scorpio, hello. So my Scorpio, for you, generally speaking, this eclipse falls. So if I have Indian friends still listening, absolutely it applies to you. I just forgot to note the name in Vedic astrology of the astrological signs. I suppose that you know it. Well, you know the Vedic, of course. I'm supposing that you know your Western sign. Okay, the next time I'm going to do that, I'm going to be saying Scorpio and the Vedical, so the Vedic one. So, all right, my Scorpio. So this, the messages apply to you too, by the way. So my Scorpio, this full lunar eclipse falls into the 5th house, generally speaking, for Scorpios. The 5th house, which is Aquarius's house, it deals with children. It deals with romance, which, my God, the house of Leo. Excuse me. It's because my husband is an Aquarius and he falls on my 5th house. So be sincere, this is why I thought of an Aquarius. So it falls on the house of Leo. So it has to do with children. It has to do with creativity, generosity. It has to do with romance. So that being said, for some of you out there, Scorpios, maybe there's an issue about children, about your children. I don't know, maybe there are problems or misunderstandings in communication, with children. Maybe there can be karmic love endings or transformations. I'm not meaning endings in a bad way, but transformations, transitions. And I am going to say it out there. If you are, I don't know if I'm allowed, I'm going to say it very quickly. If you want to conceive, if you're trying to conceive, it's a good moment, okay, for you, because the 5th house governs conception and children. So it is favorable right now. As for medical issues, the 5th house governs the pancreas, the stomach, the reproductive cycles, and because Scorpio naturally governs the genitals and the reproductive system, so there can be, a lot of, it could bring tension there in combination of that. So some stomach issues with the fluid with the water and the fluid influence from the Pisces. For pancreas, for example, we can have insulin issues. It has to do with genitals and the reproductive. There is possible conception energy, depends on your personal natal chart. And this is what I have for you clearly here, my Scorpio. So that was for you. Check your rising and your moon. I can make longer series if you like that. So let's see for Capricorn. So my Capricorn, for you, it falls, generally speaking, this full lunar eclipse on your 3rd house. So the 3rd house, ruled by Gemini, it is the house of communication. It is the house of siblings, cousins, it's relatives, it's the close relatives, it's the house of local traveling and short contracts, business transitions, these sort of things. So in business, it can be marketing, it can be different professions right there, communication, marketing, and all that, selling, sellers. So what could you expect? What could happen? You could have shocking messages. You could have issues with siblings or cousins, especially because the full lunar eclipse can bring some drama and hidden issues there. Okay, maybe it can bring some local travel. Maybe it can bring delays in local traveling or things that you have to sign up, things that you have to take care of. So in terms of the medical, Geminis rule the respiratory system, so there might be issues with upper respiratory system, like your sinuses. Maybe you will have a runny nose. Maybe it's the opposite, a blocked nose, blocked water, or lower respiratory issues. For example, sinusitis, fluid congestion. I sound like a doctor right here, and you never know. All right, so let's say Capricorn, and since, why do I have Capricorn natural? I guess because I'm talking about Capricorn. So, am I Capricorn? Naturally, you're Capricorn. I'm sorry, it's 2 o'clock in the morning. So if you saw me, I am very much excited to be here, but it's 2 o'clock in the morning. And with twins, I haven't slept in, I don't even know how many days. So I'm very excited for this video. I wanted to make this series. So my Capricorn, naturally, medically, your zodiac sign governs the bones, the knees, and the teeth. So you might, with water, maybe for some of you, it could be periodicitida, ulitida. How do we call that in English? So for example, teeth that your gums and your teeth could be getting bloody, issues with teeth, or maybe your knees hurting you, inflammation in conjunction with that, sudden runny nose, blocked nose, sinusitis, fluid congestion, things like that for you. And for the tarot card, the tarot that had come out for you was the Page of Swords. And the Page of Swords has to do with communication. It has to do exactly with that. It is a page. It has to do with siblings. It has to do with young, naive energy, with cousins. And with the swords is communication. So yes, it is sudden messages, communication, maybe things that have to do with close family. Close family in the sense of siblings, or be careful if you are having deals, if you're making deals right now, it's not a very good moment, or be careful about that. There might be hidden factors in the deals that you're trying to make, okay, or if negotiations, since it's in the third house of Gemini. So thank you, my Capricorn. So thank you for watching. Do check your rising and your moon for sure, okay, for more insight, because this is not your personal natal chart. So this is as far as it can goes for a general message. I could give way more details, but on the next time, if this series goes well, I would be happy to do that. So for Aquarius, this full lunar eclipse falls into your second house. The second house, ruled by Taurus, rules money. So it rules money. It rules food intake. It rules possessions as well. Possessions, it can be even property possessions, things that belong to you. So what could this bring? It could bring karmic financial shifts. It could bring toxic income streams that could be ending. It could be debts that are going to be taken care of, issues with your money. Okay, so that are going to be taken care of. In terms of possessions, I don't know if it has to do with property and possessions, if you're going to have some little drama or issues there with the full lunar eclipse for some Aquariuses out there. When it comes to, because in your medical chart, in your natal chart, it could be different. So for medical, the second house that the full lunar eclipse is going to illuminate generally for Aquariuses, it governs the throat. So it governs the throat, it governs the thyroid and the vocal cords. So that goes for Tauruses. I forgot to say thyroid when I was in Taurus in the beginning of the zodiac signs. So it could affect Tauruses and Aquariuses in general. Thyroid issues, vocal cord issues, throat issues, your voice. Okay, and because Aquarius zodiac sign naturally governs the calves and the veins and the blood circulation. So it could be any of these combinations there. With Pisces, that is problem with fluids into these areas. Okay, so it could be cramps, it could be inflammation. So when it comes to tarot, what has come out for you, my Aquariuses, I just wanted to, anyway, I just had something on my mind for Aquarius. So for the tarot card that came out for you was the Ace of Pentacles. So the Ace of Pentacles, it was reversed. I had reversals, but anyway, so the Ace of Pentacles brings your attention to money. So it is favorable beginnings in projects when they have to do with money, but you need to be cautious because now it's not exactly the moment for brand new beginnings and projects. Okay, so you need to be conscious in if you have to sign something or if you have to make a deal. Whoever is making a deal and has to sign papers, you need to be extremely careful right now. Okay, and what you need to be careful of, because we have the Pisces, is that maybe there are hidden information, or make sure that you understand everything in what it is that you are signing or dealing with. Okay, exactly, and that there are no hidden information that you are not aware and that you do not know of. So when it comes to my Pisces, did I put a tarot card for you, my Pisces? So I'm sorry, I had the tarot cards laid on the table and it seems that I did not noted for Pisces and another zodiac sign. Do not worry, they exist on my community posts that you did not check because you didn't get notified by the algorithm. It's not your fault. So I had posted the tarot card of the month there. So you can go and check it for Pisces that I didn't forgot to note it. I didn't notice. I am coming here to you with a full-blown project, my friends. So in the middle of the night. So you are not forgotten. I am joking, of course, and you can go check that on my community post and right after the 2-3 videos announcements that I posted, you are going to see that I had posted the tarot card of the month, so you can find it. So you're not forgotten. So my Pisces, for you, my Pisces, in generally speaking, for the zodiac sign of Pisces, this full lunar eclipse in Pisces, so this is how much affected you are. It's right straight upon you, okay? It hits the first house, generally speaking, which is the house of self, of identity, of your physical body. Okay, so this is a moment for massive rebirth, changes, if you want to make physical changes as well. This is a great moment to decide, if you want to change in state of mind, who do you want to be, a change in identity. I don't mean changing your legal name. You understand what I'm trying to say, changing, deciding, and introspection. Lunar eclipses are always for introspection about who do you want to be, and the person that you want to be, that you want to become. How does this person think, behave, act, and start acting like this person right away. So it is a moment for physical decisions upon matters, physical transformation. Who do you want to become? A change in state of mind, a change in identity, massive rebirth. This is the moment for you, cleansing out all the things that do not work for you, letting go and flushing out. Let the water of Neptune, of Poseidon's water, let the water cleanse whatever is not working for you, cleanse the negative emotions, cleanse the negative energy, cleanse what is not working for you, okay, and release it. When it comes to the medical part, it falls in the first house, and the first house, ruled by Aries, governs the head. It governs the head, migraines, pressure. So you could be feeling that for some of you, because I don't know what your personal chart says. So for some of you, you could be feeling eye pressure, head, migraines, okay, or problems to the feet, because naturally, your zodiac sign governs the feet, it governs the immune system. You could feel more fatigued, your immune system could be more compromised, your lymphatic exhaustion, intense dreams that you could be having. Be very careful. I'm just going to say it out there. All right, so stay away from toxic substances. Right now, it's not the moment to use them. It's not the moment, if you're feeling overwhelmed emotionally, to head towards this direction. Okay, you need to keep this in mind for one Pisces out there that might not listen to that. So anyway, I'm just putting this out there. And I forgot to say, when I was talking about Libras and I was talking about that it governs the kidneys, my Libras, you govern the kidneys, your zodiac sign governs the kidneys and the adrenals. So you might be experiencing a lot of adrenal fatigue as well. And adrenals govern the pressure, so also elevated blood pressure as well. So enough with the medical analysis here. It's my passion. Maybe it's not the passion of other people. So anyway, but no one else is telling you these things, you guys. For this one soul out there that is going to stay 1 hour and 20 minutes listening to me, you are the real deal. You are the OG of this channel. So my friends, to conclude, okay, this is our first video. If you're enjoying this, I want you to like the video, because this is your superpower. I want you to like the video. It really helps for other people to find the message. You keep me here. Our channel is new. You help the algorithm to discover it and push us. And leaving me a comment, as long as it's respectful, so everybody feels welcomed, and it's always going to be a safe and respectful place for everyone here. Where are you watching from? If you have enjoyed that, I'm going to be keeping our Nostradamus Cosmic Telegram report in the beginning of each month and on important transitions. So this intense period right now, it's not really for new beginnings. This is a perfect moment to meditate. This is a perfect moment to reflect on the things that they do not serve you, the things that you need to release. It's a perfect moment to cleanse, to resolve, to release what it's not working for every one of us, to end karmic circles so that we can welcome the new and the fresh, okay, into our lives. This Pisces, Virgo again, starting with a black moon, new moon in Virgo, going to the full lunar eclipse in Pisces, and kind of concluding in a sense with the solar eclipse in Virgo again. We are going from the portal that opens in purification, intense cleansing of everything that needs to be flushed out. So allow the flood to wash away what is dead so that we can seal it with purification, with Virgo's energy in the solar eclipse, and then we can move forward with the new moon cleared and fresh, cleared up from the old, to manifest our new destiny. So this is what I had for you today. If you have made it here, I very much appreciate you. I hope that the audio is working. I'm going to check the video right after. Do subscribe to my channel. I love having you here with me in our soul family, and turn on the bell. It's very important so that you can be notified for new videos and rituals and live streams. I'm going to be posted regularly, way more videos coming up now. Anyway, not just for the eclipses. And check my community post. If you need to contact me for a private reading or spiritual service, remedies, custom ritual, or chart analysis, or anything, I don't really offer that. It's extremely rare to accept someone. But okay, if you need to contact me for a private reading, my information is in the description box below. For the time being, it's open for now. So I thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate you. I appreciate your love, your support, and your presence. Many blessings to all of you.